Yo, what's going on, everybody? This your man Marcus A. Brown. I just wanted to give a few updates on YouTube because I know I've been MIA for a while, at least on YouTube. So for those of y'all who follow me on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, I tend to post on those sites more often, so y'all pretty much already know what's going on with me. But first, I just gotta say, man, I've been real excited about what's going on in the Manosphere right now. I just listened to Sandman's interview with I Am Serious. I thought that was very inspiring and very entertaining for me, you know, just being able to listen to Sandman kind of relax and talk behind the scenes of his daily dose of red pills. So shout out to both of those brothers for doing their thing. I really enjoyed it, and I'll provide the links in the description below on that. Besides that, Tommy Sotomayor has also been blowing up my timelines after Media Takeout posted sound bites of one of his commentaries, which I personally think is a bitch move on Media Takeout's part because they chose to omit the fact that he was speaking in response to a news article about a 61-year-old white man that was nearly beat to death by a mob of over 50 black kids, which ultimately put him in a hospital, and they saying he could end up with up to $400,000 in medical expenses, all because he asked the kids to get off his property fighting. So I'll provide both links, the Media Takeout and Tommy Sotomayor's original link, so you can get the gist of what he was talking about. In other news, Captain Capitalism Aaron Clarey is pissing off the gynocracy with an article he wrote for Return of Kings called Why You Should Not Go See Mad Max Feminist Road. I'll provide a link to that in the description as well. But as you can imagine, this did not sit well with the feminazis or the leftist media, so they like all over Aaron Clarey right now, from other blog sites to forums to news channels and everything. And I gotta tip my hat to the captain for responding to these people in the best way that you can respond to an irrational population that refuses to consider any opposing views that doesn't fit in with their narrative. You know, and that's just standing firm, stay in your position, and if anybody got a problem with it, just tell them go fuck themselves. For real. Y'all already know how it go. We just gonna do what we do, say what we gotta say, and if the blue pill world wanna bitch and moan about it, that's just gonna bring more attention to our channels. And despite all the angry mobs and the majority of people who are really just followers that's jumping on a bandwagon, if our content could just reach the minority or just a few people, even if it's one or two individuals that could benefit from the information or the content that we produce, then we win it. So moving right along, what's been going on with me? Where the fuck has Marcus Brown been, right? Well, let me say this. I've been good, man. I've been real good. I've been falling behind on making shit, but other than that, I've been Gucci. And let me also say, when I'm not producing content, I'm always watching content on YouTube. So I'll always be active in the comment section. I'm always sharing content on my other pages. I've been subscribing to new MGTOW channels, as well as, you know, just conventional channels for men like Real Men, Real Style. Shout out to Antonio Centeno of Real Men, Real Style. Who else? The Art of Manliness. I definitely recommend that channel to all men, regardless of their positions, you know, whether they in the manosphere or not. Alpha M is another good content producer. I've been checking him out. I've been checking out a lot of fitness channels. Of course, y'all know LuiMarco. Of course, y'all know Truth Over Everything. I've been checking out Elliott Hulse, Mike Rashid, Jeff Cavalier from ATHLEAN-X, Six Pack Shortcuts, BroScienceLife, which is more like comic relief. But yeah, I've been checking out a lot of the men's fitness channels for that motivation when I'm in the gym. Other than that, the beginning of this year was a bit of a challenge. It's been a lot of ups and downs with birthdays and funerals, but just back to back to back. Both of which I expected. I mean, that's life, but I guess it's just the spontaneity of it all that you can never really be ready for. So I know people that's expecting babies on the way. I got people whose birthdays coming up. I've had friends of the family and co-workers and other people that I know that have passed. So those are other things that just come up and it becomes a priority, and you just got to deal with it when you got to deal with it. So on a brighter note, I've been working hard so I could play hard. I've been kicking it, working on my book, The MAB Experience, where I will reflect on my experience. The success, the failures, the ratchetness, and everything in between. So I'm hoping to have that done by the end of this year. I've had the opportunity to see new places, meet new people, do new things. Right before the winter season came to a close, I got to take a trip to Minnesota for the first time to hang out with my friend and fellow MGTOW, Jason Bodine. Shout out to brother Jason, who showed me around Minneapolis and introduced me to some good people. I also got to shoot the shit with Aaron Clarey himself.
Jesus, Marcus.
literally shoot the shit with Aaron Clarey himself. We hit up a few bars downtown and had some drinks in celebration of his latest book, The Black Man's Guide Out of Poverty, which I'm very appreciative for him allowing me the opportunity to hop on the cover of that. So that's available now on Amazon.com. You can get it in paperback form or for your Kindle, so check it out if you haven't already. I also had the pleasure of meeting Miss Jasmine Newman from RelatingToMen.com. She was actually in Chicago and New York and touring throughout the States and throughout Canada, just interviewing different men on their experiences for a project that she's working on within the Manosphere. So we had a real intense conversation, kind of lost track of the time, and we damn near forgot it was an interview. You know, she's just real cool, real down to earth. Just very pleasant to speak with, so I really enjoyed my time with her, and I'm looking forward to the project that she'll be putting out in the future. I also met another MGTOW that goes by the name of Rashid. He was visiting Chicago. It was a nice day out. We met up downtown, had some lunch, had some beers, talked some shit, you know, just enjoying the scenery and observing the people around us. So, you know, that was pretty cool. One of the most interesting experiences I've had this year was a recent trip to Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic. Man, that shit right there, G. I definitely had a good time out there, to say the least. You know, just kicking it with the guys and getting acquainted with the ladies and the culture out there. It was a whole lot of drinking, a whole lot of pool parties, a whole lot of club hopping. We did some ATV riding, Caribbean fun in the sun, chilling on Sosua Beach, watching the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight. So that trip was the shit, and we ain't even get to do everything, so I'm definitely going back there. That's one adventure for me that deserves an entirely different video in and of itself, so I'll be sure to do that soon. I've also been working on other projects for other people and other companies. I've been in the studio with my brother Kelso. He just finished another mixtape, so I'm in the process of mixing that down now. I'm working with Access Granite Chicago, which is a party bus and luxury limo service based out of Chicago, Illinois. We getting that off the ground. I'm working heavy with them in the multimedia department. Not to mention I got my own music and my own videos that I've been sitting on for the longest. But honestly, I'm not even in a hurry to put that out right now. It's just whenever it get done, it get done. Right now, my main priorities has just been doing some estate planning. I try to hit the gym 3 to 4 times a week. I also visit the chiropractor twice a week just for routine therapy and adjustments to improve my posture. I also visit the dentist office when I can, and I'm looking for a new tap man, so I'm like all over the place. That and spending time with friends and family and finishing this book, which has kind of been going hand in hand because my family's looking forward to it, and it's been just as much of a project for them as it has been for me. So we just enjoying the time, reflecting back on the past, enjoying the present, and planning the future. So I don't know how often or how consistent I can be with posting YouTube videos. Oh wait, and let me say this too, right? So I was talking with Richard DeJesus, the MGTOW that was visiting Chicago, and we were talking about the video that I made when MGTOW becomes cool. So he was telling me like, dude, that's one of the best MGTOW videos I've seen put together like that. And I agree, like I was so happy when I saw the reviews and the responses that it got for my channel. That's like one of the best videos on my channel. And YouTube blocked my shit globally, man, on some copyright infringement shit, which was expected, I guess. But I was just thinking to myself, like, I can't make another video if it's not better than that. This is it. I gotta do better than this, or I just shouldn't be doing this shit no more. So I think that kind of discouraged me in a sense. And I know that it shouldn't, but I know what I can do. So I was just thinking to myself, like, man, I gotta do something like that again. And Sandman was just saying this shit in the interview. Like, a lot of MGTOW, they put out this good content and then they just stop. So I don't want to be that. But like I said, I do post on Facebook and Twitter and all that. And it's a lot of great new MGTOW content out there. So I just been supporting people until I managed to put something together like that again. But that was nice, man. That was cool. Every once in a while, I might be able to drop a few gems like that. But in between, I can at least pop up here and there, make a little 2-3 minute video just sharing my thoughts or saying what's up or something like that. So besides that, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up for now. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody's pursuing their goals and enjoying their freedom. And I'll holler at y'all in the comment section.